Anyone who's trying to grow out the hair, growth is two things. You've got the actual growth rate out of your head. That is about 0.5 inches every single month. That's the average across everybody. The second thing that you have to look out for is breakage. Breakage is simply when the ends of your hair snap off. You're focused on net growth, your growth rate minus breakage. We're getting into some math, okay? That's how serious this is. This number is pretty much maxed out by your genetics, number one, and like stuff like your diet. So, are you drinking water? Are you eating the right foods? Are you getting the right nutrients? All of that stuff. You make sure that you're not biotin deficient and all of that stuff. We don't really want to focus on this, bro. That's a lot of work. Live a healthy life. I don't want to tell you about that. We want this number to go down. When it comes to your whole hair journey, this guy's asking for tips. He says like his hair is not growing. That means that your breakage is more than or equal to, I told you we're getting into some math here, brother, than your growth rate. How do you minimize breakage? Because this is what your entire hair journey should be about. So I want you to lock in, pay attention. I'm gonna check a comment real quick. Let me check y'all comments, make sure that y'all paying attention. Couple things. Keeping your hair moisturized. Then we got manipulation. Manipulation is basically whenever you have to touch your hair, style your hair. These are basically the two things. We could boil it down to two. You want to minimize manipulation as much as possible, and you want to increase moisture. And I guess we could throw in a third M in here, which is maintenance. Because what most people will do, they'll be like, okay, let me just stop touching my hair. If I stop touching my hair, that's less manipulation. And then if I don't manipulate my hair, then my hair is going to grow faster and I'm going to retain life. The reason you want to maintain your hair is because it's going to make these two easier. So this is like a byproduct right here. Maintenance makes it easy for you to decrease manipulation and increase moisture. Some ways that you can increase moisture. Let's talk about that. LCO method. You guys hear me talk about this a lot. You guys hear me talk so much about this. LCO method, LOC method, doesn't really matter which one you use the one that works best for your hair. Liquid, cream, oil, liquid, oil, cream. This is what you do on wash day. This is what you're layering stuff. You're layering products on one after the other. This is how you keep your hair moisturized for like a good, I'm gonna say like 4 to 7 days. It depends on what style you're doing, and it depends how long your hair is. For at least like a good 4 to 7 days. If your hair is a lot shorter, it might keep your hair moisturized for even on the low end. Let's say it's like 2 to 4 days, right? But still, deep conditioning. You use a hair mask on your head. You keep this in your hair for 20 to 30 minutes at a time on wash day. Then you rinse it out. Refresh, right? So this is when you're using a spray bottle throughout the week. This is usually for maintenance. Spray bottle. And you're spraying your hair with a mixture of water and leave-in conditioner to keep your hair moisturized. Actually, I'm going to go into the comments real quick. What other things do you think you could put on this list? Y'all better tell me something. Not everybody getting written up. I don't know. Maybe keep it away from the sun. Kind of. I mean, you could dry it out by like, I guess, by being outside in the sun. Someone said spray leave-in conditioner. Correct. That's a good one. We got that up there with the refresh. Sleeping with a bonnet or a durag. This is a good one. So while this doesn't promote moisture, this is keeping moisture into the hair. So we got durag slash bonnet. The reason that's good is because the satin material, if you're sleeping on a cotton pillowcase, that's going to absorb moisture throughout the night. So if you put a barrier in between your hair, then your hair won't be as dry, especially if it's made out of satin or silk. Okay, here's an unconventional one. If you have like low porosity hair, how you help your hair to stay moisturized is you actually use a little bit of heat when you're deep conditioning. And the reason you do that is because it's gonna open up your hair's cuticles to let more of the moisture actually flow in. I want you guys to download this into your brain, bro. From wash day, LCO method. Okay, deep condition first. You'll want to deep condition first. So you deep condition your hair. Leave it 20, 30 minutes. That rinse that out. Then you put these products in to stay in there. Then throughout the week when your hair feels dry or it feels like it needs a little bit of boost, you refresh it. You use a spray bottle. Spray it with some water. You could even go even further. Something that I started doing. You use the spray bottle and then you throw on a shower cap. So I haven't really told you guys about this yet. You spray your hair with water first, then you throw on a shower cap and you leave that on your hair for like 3 to 5 minutes. And that's basically just ensuring that the water doesn't evaporate from your hair. Like it's trapped. It's trapped underneath that underneath the plastic cap. Minimizing manipulation is you want to maintain your hair without overdoing it. For example, every week you have to detangle your hair. If you don't detangle your hair, this is like maintenance. If you don't detangle your hair, your hair is going to get severely matted, right? Your hair is going to get severely matted. It's probably going to start locking up. And if your intention is not to lock up, then the next time you go and detangle it, it's going to be much harder. It's going to be way more difficult. Now, let's say you go down the other route where you do detangle your hair, but you do it every day. So daily. If you detangle your hair daily, then that's every single day you have a chance to break off your hair. That's why I tell you guys don't pick out your hair every day. This is why you don't pick out your hair every day. So if you do that daily, you're overdoing it, doing too much. So the balance here is to do it every wash day or one time per week, which is really like once every 5 to 7 days. It's a weird 5. Every 5 to 7 days. Okay. So just to fully answer that question that the brother asked, because I want to walk everybody through this because I think there's still new people to the channel. Everything when it comes to your hair journey is length retention, and length retention comes down to manipulation and moisture. Want to reduce manipulation, increase moisture. But when it comes to manipulation, you need to hit a balance of maintenance. Do just enough to your hair to make it easy to deal with, because you don't want to wash your hair once every 3 months, because then you're going to have a bunch of dirt, right? You need to find that balance. You need to find that, middle ground.